Alright, this is recording. So, this lecture is pretty much just me answering questions. There's not like a specific topic that I have in head that I want to talk about. I'm just going to be dumping information and answering questions. That's literally it. From there, we'll find a path to go with what we talk about. So, first of all, a little bit of self-advertisement. I do have my own private teachings in the premium section. Now, you don't need those 100% to be profitable, but they will speed up your speed by at least a million percent easily. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So, for questions, come on, drop them, guys. Come on. Let's find anything to talk about. We have Niels' question, and then we have Aston's question. Does market run on? Let me actually screenshot the questions as I answer them, so we know what we're talking about. The question is, does market run an algorithm made by market maker or just buying, selling pressure? Buying, selling pressure is completely bullshit, in my opinion. Because if you understand certain concepts and you look at price at certain levels and certain times, it makes no sense for it to be buying and selling pressure. So, for example, I would really love for an explanation as to why we have to go below lows for price to jump. It's very stupid, but think of it like this. We have this low here, all this accumulation range, then we push price lower, below the low, on the 50 minute it looks cleaner even. We push it below this low into this gap right here. I'm going to mark this out. We wick it and then continue bouncing up. You're telling me every single buyer is waiting for exactly this level here? And a lot of 99% of people were not buying in this entire range and shorting this entire range and just doing a million things. And there's no way that the way market runs is based on people buying and selling. Also, as I'm doing this, I'm currently in this long, and it's fucking cancer. I did take this today, and then I'm in this. I took a long here, got stopped. I missed this one, but still caught this one up there. But to answer your question, it's 100% algorithmic, and you can see that better also on other charts as well. So not just Solana, also Nasdaq. Honestly, any chart. It doesn't have to be crypto, right? It doesn't have to just be crypto. 1 second. It doesn't have to just be crypto, forex, indices, I don't know, oil, gold, metals. Every single one runs the same. That's the thing with algorithmic trading, is that what I teach, or not even just what I teach, right? You can probably find someone else that teaches the same shit anyway, right? Like, it's not Enigma that I'm fucking giving you. But you can apply the same thing on gold, on anything that's tradable, and it would still make sense. So yes, the market is algorithmic, and it's not buying and selling pressure. Explain this: if it's buying and selling pressure, then why do we accumulate on Monday, manipulate on Tuesday, and then distribute right after? At a perfect power of 3. Why do we do that? And then why do we push higher first to take this high here, and then lower to set the weekly close? But it does not apply to stocks as it does. It does less or more, depending on what you're looking at, but it applies to every single one. Give me a stock, I'll look at it right now. S&P 500 is not a stock, that's an index, and it moves the same way. I literally trade this. And I use the same things that I teach. This moves the same way. It is correlated with Nasdaq, and Nasdaq is completely algorithmic. Accumulation range, manipulation, distribution. I don't know, Tesla. Alright, let's see Tesla. I have not checked Tesla ever. Do I just look up Tesla? What do I look up? Stocks? Tesla. Okay. Oh, but okay, from literally just 1 second of looking, it's the same thing. It's less clearer, but it's the same thing. I'm zooming out right now, and I can just see this low here. We sweep below displacement. This level is the order block. Retracement, continuation, accumulation. This whole range is an accumulation. We manipulate lower and distribute. This is literally the same thing. And I'm sure I can see it in 1 minute as well if I go into 1 minute. Now it's not as clean. The reason being we have a lot of gaps. But like I can see this be pretty good. But if there's no buying, selling pressure, what about low caps crypto coin? You're saying low cap crypto coins that are made by other people. What I'm talking about is bigger, I guess, things. For example, Nasdaq, Bitcoin itself, Solana. And think of it like this, okay? If Bitcoin is algorithmic and every single coin is correlated with Bitcoin, Solana is correlated with Bitcoin, and so are low cap crypto coins, then they are also algorithmic because they are literally correlated with Bitcoin. Yeah, but you're looking on the charts for months, even then. First of all, people don't really scalp stocks, but I can already see a lot of things that I talk about play out. So we have these two equal lows here, we've run below them, we have these highs, price targets them. We have this low here, price runs it, continues higher. We have a gap here, price opens, accumulates, manipulates to it, continues higher. It's not as easy to see, but the same thing is still applying. Let's check another stock. Nvidia. Okay, this is 100% more high time frame based. Oh yeah, funnily enough, right before we start moving higher from 90 bucks to around 200, we happen to take this low. That is definitely selling pressure, guys. That is definitely selling and buying pressure, 100%. Okay, like, yeah, all these sellers are saying, let's take this low and then buy. There's nothing that indicates that it's selling and buying pressure. Just for one line, I can explain it to you. What about the 4 hour? I mean, I guess this is the entirety of the chart. Yeah. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Daily, maybe, weekly, should weekly. On weekly, it's more clean. Monthly, yep. Also, funnily enough, we have a fair value gap here between these two candles, and price is respecting the whole time. Fundamentals are based on algorithm. So if when you see a news release, let me actually draw this for you. So when you see when the price is like this, and you see a news release to this, price already wanted to go here. Price's target was already up here. All news did was accelerate its movement from here to here. Do the liquidity sweeps work? Bro, they 100% do. This is a liquidity sweep right here. Checking for something right now. Bruv, this is so clean here. Funnily enough, on the 6-month time frame, yes, and you might be like, with 6-month time frame, what? Market moves the same on every single time frame. So don't be scared by the fact that I'm on a 6-month time frame right now, because every single time frame moves the same. You have a gap here, price retraces to it, taps it barely, continues higher. Oh wow, very, very random. Very, very buying selling pressure. 6-month time frame, fair value gap. Do funded accounts help? I am literally funded. Yes. If you have no capital, if your capital is less than like 10K, honestly even 50K, get funded. Do not trade for your own capital ever, honestly, just never. Even if you have money, even if you're rich, don't trade your own capital, it's stupid. Get funded. There is no such thing as wick sweep and body sweep. Both are a sweep. One looks more valid than the other, and that's because of time frame. I'll explain PD arrays after I finish this question. Let me drag it here. So, Solana, this chart please, because my drawings are here. Okay, we answered this. Oh wow, this is for recording the video. I still have it there. So, body closes, or wick sweeps, or body sweeps. Both are absolutely the same. Both are absolutely the same. Literally the same. The only reason why some look like a body sweep and the other one looks like a wick sweep is because of the time frame. So let's say, I gotta find an example, maybe if I can find it well. Let's say here, this here looks like a body sweep, right? Because we close with a body here. But if I go on the hourly, on the hourly is also a body close. But if I, let's say in the 4 hour, on the 4 hour, it's a wick sweep. So both are valid. It's just a time frame that's gonna mess you up. If you have a 4 hour gap here, I'm gonna mark out this low. We have a 4 hour gap here, mark this low out. It's a wick sweep on the 4 hour, right? This is a wick. But if you go into 50 minutes, it's suddenly a body sweep. But it's still going down to this level. It's still retracing to this level, right? Can you explain PD arrays? I'm gonna take both of your questions, but it's here. Let's go. Oh my god, Funky. Can you explain PD arrays? PD arrays are levels in price where market makers used to place orders or get out orders. PD arrays are levels in price, and PD arrays stand for price delivery arrays. There are levels where price kind of reacts to as support and resistance. It's only 1 minute. For example, this right here is a gap. It's a fair value gap. A fair value gap is a PD array. Price comes to it and respects it. These down close candles are an order block. They are one of the kinds of order blocks that I teach. This one I will not talk about openly because no one else really uses them. And for example, it's related to bullish order flow, but these two down candles here are order blocks. Price respects them. This level here, right here also, is the first order block that we have after this down move and then move up. This level here. Both of these are order blocks, but they're PD arrays. Price retraces to them, uses them to continue higher. This level here is a fair value gap. It's a PD array. Price comes to it, uses it as support, continue higher. Do you know anything about ICT Enigma setup? There are no Enigma setups, my friends. There's no Enigma. I want to say something controversial. If you really become good at what you do, if you're like goated at what you do, like if you've been doing this trading shit for 10 years, for 20 years, yes, there is the possibility of finding a strategy that works 100% of the time. I would say it exists. Should you look for it? No. There's nothing such as Enigma. How do you locate... Yeah. Oh my god, wait, this is a long ass question. Hello, please. Oh my lord, this... Okay. How do you locate levels of liquidity? Obviously, liquidity exists below rising those, but how do you look at levels of price going to respect, react off? In my experience, higher time frame liquidity holds more power. How I find levels of liquidity is, first I define a trading range. Don't worry about them. First I define a trading range. Okay? I, in Premium, called this low the low where we're going to reverse from. I said we are going to take this low and reverse. Why? First, I defined the range. This was our trading range, right? We were inside of this range. Let me check something. Okay. We were inside of this range. Here we start to move up by a lot. We take this low. We take these two highs. We reverse. We have all of these lows here lined up. I would say the best level to find liquidity is, I want to give you a few rules. One, fucking piece of shit, let me type. This is the, okay. One, higher time frame FEGs. Two, outside of ranges, bottom or high. Three, why is it not typing it there? It's fine. And then three, time-based sweeps. Sir, okay, there we go. Rejection blocks, they're also PD areas, Robin. Same thing. If you want, I'll go over them, don't worry. So, high time frame fair value guess, what does this mean? I don't really want to answer a lot of it, but just because you asked them, I'm going to. I don't give a fuck. I want to find a valid example first before I continue. This one here. This one here. I'm going to mark this out like this. We know price is bullish here, right? Price is bullish here. It's going to continue higher to those highs. Why is it going to? Because you can see, like, we've been beforehand, we've been just moving higher. So we know price is bullish, whatever. I want to go on the 1 minute. Actually, 3 minutes also works, but same thing. If you zoom in here, look at where the top of this box is. It's here. This low here is a very good low for liquidity sweep and to find longs. Now, why is this good? You may ask. Because below this low resides that 4-hour fair value gap that I had drawn out. So when we do sweep this, we're also trading inside of a fair value gap on the higher time frame. And then you can see, like, from that, bam, price just fucking pumps, right? You may be like, okay, but Para or 19 or whatever, why did this dig all this way in? Why did this dig all the way down here? Because price probably had higher time frame ideas or wanted to dig deeper into the fair value gap. But either way, if you just had this level in mind, based on what I said, based on the fact that there's a higher time frame gap, that I've dug deeper in this, you would have had a higher probable idea of where to find for longs. Just listen to that. Now, let's find more examples. Let's find more examples. Here. There we go. Look right here. This is a low. This low taps into it. Continues higher, taking that high. If you longed here, all the way there, down. Now again, this one digs into it, continues higher. This on the lower time frame is a low. This on the lower time frame is a low, a swing low. This on the lower time frame is a swing low. Sweep, continue higher. This one fails, completely fine. Some of them fail because maybe they want to retrace deeper into this. This low on the lower time frame, this level on the lower time frame is low. We take it, continue higher. Now, on the second type of liquidity that I look for, outside of ranges, what do I mean by this? If we first define a trading range, right? Let's say, this one's kind of hard to explain. How would I best explain this? Let's go into 15 minutes, maybe. Here, I guess. So, let's just say you open charts and you're here. You are here. At this level, this is where you're trading. How would you define your range? By using the existing highs and lows near us. So, this low here and this high here. Price sweeps that low. Now we're outside of this range, and this low can be used as a liquidity level. Let's go again. What do we see here? We have this high, these two highs here, this low. That's the range. We take this, we can look for longs. Again, what about here? This low. Hello, Jesus. Once again, it's high. Literally just ranges. And the third one, time-based sweeps. This one's more complicated. I wouldn't recommend you look for this yet. You can look at it and study it. That's what I would tell you to do. But let's say at 9:30 open. You know what the 9:30 open is, right? Oh, my trade just hit TP. Wow, finally. Let me just real quick. I gotta put this in the. Oh, easy. Okay, put that in the channel, flex a little bit because I'm the best scalper ever. Okay. Time-based sweeps. Imagine 9:30 open. The idea behind 9:30 open is that it's very volatile, right? Now this is the weekend, so it's not the best to look at. I'm gonna use Nasdaq to explain this. Perfect example right in front of you. Time-based sweeps. So before we get to it, there is no way that you could have predicted that this is the low, or this is the low, or this is the low that price wanted to go for, as it was going lower to sweep lows, right? Agree with me or no? There is no way that we could have predicted that which low it was going to sweep, because for all I know, this could have came all the way down here into this little void here and then continued higher. How do we know this? How do we know that this is a low? In fact, I caught a long here. I don't share my Nasdaq trades because the server is more related to crypto, so I don't share my Nasdaq trades. But I took a long here. Now, what made me take a long? 9:30 opens. Or sorry, this is 8:30. Still applies. Same thing. Completely the same thing. And I remember which one you talked about news, right? Which one was it? Stocks are more news dependent. Well, here is my point that news are still predictable, and I literally long news. Okay? And if you think that Nasdaq is not the best for this, Nasdaq is correlated with the S&P, so they move the same way. News dropped at 8:30. The first thing that price did was push below here. I had these lows in mind because you have all these equal lows right next to it. You have this low, you have whatever. But I had this level in mind. We go below this. Let's go in 1 minute now. We close above it. We go all the way here. We bounce back. We close above it. I press long here. And I put my stop here. What do I have in mind when I'm taking this trade? Even though it's extremely risky. One, this first down move is a liquidity sweep. In other words, a manipulation to fuck traders and then send price to the other side. Two, if I do lose, I'll lose 1% of my account. 1%, because let's say I have a $100 account. For example, I'm always risking 1%, so I will be risking $1 on the $100 account. I would lose 1%, but if this does go to my TP, and my TP was a standard deviation, or I think I was just targeting 5R. It was right above here in this range. I don't remember the exact level. Somewhere here. But if it does play out, I make 5R. That is what I mean by time-based liquidity. Time opens, we have 9:30 open. First level that it goes to and uses to that it tries to reverse from, that is what I mean by time-based liquidity. What tool do you use in order to decide the amount in order to reverse 1%? There's no tool. You don't need a tool. On your exchange, you can use any exchange. All of them have this option. Asher, I'll answer, bro. Don't worry. I'm going through questions one by one. He just randomly. This one is like a 10-second answer. So, what tool do I use? None. On your exchange, just set your stop loss before entering, and it should tell you how much you're losing. And then adjust the quantity until you're satisfied with how much you're losing. That's literally it. People try to sell you all these tools for calculating positions. Like, bro, are you fucking retarded? That shit exists on the platform itself, you fucking moron, scumbag. Okay, next question. Which time frame is best to find multiple sweep setups? What do you mean multiple sweeps? But to generally answer your question, every single time frame runs the same way, so you can find the same setups that I find in the hourly on the 1 minute, or you can find the same setups that you would find in the hourly on the 1 hour. On the 1 minute, on the 1 hour. It's the same thing, they all run the same way. Time frame does not matter. If someone looks at you in the face and tells you that 1 minute has a lot of noise and that the 1 minute is gambling, I want you to punch them in the fucking face. Because it's completely bullshit when people say that, oh, this is gambling or that's whatever. It's not. They're all these fucking time frames run the same fucking way. Every single one. What about rejection blocks? I think we went over that. It's just a PDRA. If you were to be trading right now, based on the slow chart right now in a 15-minute chart, do you believe price will go to 220 or go down? I'm not gonna read the rest of your question. I'm gonna put your question on the charts, but I'm not going to answer the rest of it. There's a very simple reason as to why I'm not going to answer it. Or I'm going to answer this in a different manner. So, if you have higher highs, we went past it, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm a scalper, right? And as a scalper, what I like more than women and cocaine and food, and it's highs and lows. I love highs and lows more than women because they make money and money. Yeah, but what I mean by highs and lows, if I'm short here, I get out at a low. If I long here, I will get out either on this high and then leave runners for this high, and I'm done. I don't know where price is going. I'm not going to predict which pricing the coin is going to go to. I don't want to predict it. If we are inside of this range here, right? Let me do it like this. We are, where's the fib? Fib's better. We are inside this range. We break out the range. I catch a long here. I leave over here. I made a partial here and then I leave here. That's all I want. I want to go from one low to the other high. So on the 1 minute, for example, I had my own reasons for choosing this here for a long. It's private. A lot of things that I do teach, I want to keep private. And if that offends you, then it fucking does. But let me tell you something. If someone really knows what they're doing, if someone really knows what they're really doing, like they're really good at what they're doing, they're not going to give it to you for free. So don't cry if I keep some stuff private. How'd you pick the high and low? So again, but if I went long here, I'm just going to exit here. Why would I exit here? You may ask. This is the range. Oh, the wrong drawing. The red part should be on top, but this is outside of the range. This is a retracement. This is the long. Should go above this. Just the closest high or low. Look, think of it like this. We're on the chart right now. Do you see any more highs on the left that are higher than this? No, you don't. Exactly. I just want price to go back up there. Now I might... Ooh, I missed a short, I think. Nah, I don't know. I could have stopped this short from here. It was a perfect setup, actually. What the fuck? But I want this low, and then if it wants to continue bullish, I would say this low. Hey, Mr. Valo, Mr. Valo, Mr. Valo, Mr. Valo, Valo, are you here, sir? Sir, are you here? Sir, Valo. Valo. Yes? Okay. Why am I picking this low as a liquidity? Tell me, come on. I just told you this. Why am I picking this low as liquidity? I'm going to give you a hint. This is the hint. Why am I taking this low? No, not just the range. That's also valid, but there's a better reason as to why I'm picking that low. Come on, Valo. Think. Guys, all of you answer. Why this low? These black boxes and the red boxes are the 1 hour candles. Why this low? What is low? What do you mean what is low? This swing low here. Why am I picking this as a drawn liquidity currently? Let's say I'm in a short right now. I would let this just in theory. I'm not actually in this. I missed this setup. I'm not in this. But let's say I was in this. Why would I get out of here? And then I would look for longs here. Why? Guys, I just tell you this. Come on! Robin, Ashore, Accent, come on. It bounces off the support. No, so don't use the word support ever. Don't use the word support ever. There's no such thing as support or resistance. Because it's going to be 1 hour. Bullish scenario. This low made this fair value gap. So if we do sweep this, we're going inside a fair value gap. And also, on the 1 minute, it's the bottom of the range. So, if I'm in this short, I'll get out here and I'll long. Now, could it fail? Yes, it 100% could fail. Everything else fails, man. There's no strategy that works 100% of the fucking time. There's no strategy that works 100% of the time. This could fail, but I will take this setup 1,000,000% of the time. Isn't that quite far into the past? This is 4 hours ago. It's a gap. It's a fair value gap that is not tapped into. Understand it? So now I would want for this piece of shit, dog shit stolen on a dog coin, to fuck off into this level and then fuck right back up into these highs. Now I'm gonna say something. This is not gonna sound so cringe and so cliche. If I were watching the 1 minute, I am 1,000,000% would have taken this short. 1,000,000% I would have taken this short. 1,000,000%. This is a very, 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 very valid short for me to go from here. But I'm not in. So I'm gonna imagine this as I'm gonna call this a trade. That's a forward test. So it's basically paper. I'm just back testing. Kind of. I'm forward testing. This is just tapering. This is just forward testing. Okay. There's in a real life scenario, I would enter this. I entered this. Let's see if I can get a 3-win streak today. If you guys don't believe that I took this long, I'm going to also some of you might want to notice, I have a lot of stuff in here. A lot of stuff in the premium. A lot. I have all these sections here. A lot of videos. But yeah, I have this guy here. That gives a signal every hour. Pretty cute. Whee! Creepy! I a current signal for this, the bot did not stop. But the draw right now is 215. So 215 is up here, I think. Well, we did reach it. It does take a bit to update, but we have that. Now here, if I do scroll up a bit, we do, oh my, damn, Mr. Cactus. Where did I say it? Where? There. What if I relong here? I pretty much just said I'm gonna long. And then, bam. And also for the first long, the moment I entered, I posted this here. We're pretty active here, guys. So, that's that. Any more questions? Any more questions? Enough self-advertising. Any more questions? Come on. Come on, come on, come on. We are 36 minutes into this. I'm going to continue until, let's say, well, like 1 hour, like 1 hour and 20 minutes, because I got to go afterwards. But for now, come on. Questions? Give it. Do you find that OBs and FUGs overlap? Sometimes they do, yes. Oh my god, this is clean. Damn. Continue, Lord. But here, look. This here is an order block. This here is an order block. And it overlaps with a gap. So yes, that they sometimes do. How the fuck do you see that? What do you mean, how the fuck do I see that? This is the last up move, down move, that dug into this level before the up move. That's the order block. I literally bought the order block. This is the setup. I bought the order block here. But 19. Why did this inversion fail here? Or why did this fail here? Who knows? You gotta learn from me, guys. Okay, now here I'm gonna also yap a little bit as to what I look for when I want to exit a trade. I'm watching this, right? We have this big fair value gap here. That is on my side, right? This is a bearish fair value gap. I want to see if we are going to respect this gap or not. If we respect it and start to dig into the higher 50%, I will look to either partial or just completely exit. Currently, my stop loss will be break even. My stop loss is break even right now. I just said a break even. If I was to short this and I see this big gap, I would just break even. And the reason as to why I would break even here is because if we want to keep bearish order flow, we do not want to displace back up and continue higher and disrespect this bearish gap. That's pretty much it. Gang shit. Buy my premium and then send me 100k so I can snort cocaine. Riz. Hey, signals. I don't use them. I do not use them. I don't, genuinely, bro, I don't use them. Like, you will not find it, also, like, even in my teachings, you will not find a section where I talk about them. I don't use them. They're useless. They are completely and utterly useless. I don't use them. I don't. Come Come on, boys. What else? What else? How to properly locate IFVGs. Oh, there you go, by the way. There you go. See, we tap into the 50% of that gap. Continue lower. Look at this shot. Isn't it beautiful, bro? They are kind of the same thing, and that's why I don't like them. They're kind of stupid. How to properly identify inversion gaps. How I do it is, let's say here, we dig into the slow, and then we want to look for an inversion to find an entry. I just look for the first bearish FVG, like this. When we close above it, that's an inversion now. And I will just enter here, putting my stuff down there. That's it. That's an inversion gap for you. It's literally that simple. Exactly. Manipulation by the line decision. I'll do that right now. Also, guys, there's a fucking mentor in this voice call, which is me, and I'm answering your questions for free. Drop any question that you have. But it baffles me that people don't join to just get free information. If you have a question, just fucking drop it. Don't be scared of like, oh, what if it's a stupid question? Then you let us say a fucking retard. Ask the stupid question to then not be stupid anymore. You know what I mean? And this isn't about you, Robin. It's just about everyone else, right? For example, Asher hasn't dropped a question in ages. Just ask anything. You'll be the best here? Then fucking prove it, baby. Come on. Try me. London manipulation. It's not the cleanest on this chart. I mainly just check order flow on Solana, Skull, and Nasdaq. When they say London manipulation, they refer to the idea that if Asia has to accumulate, then London must manipulate. Now, you don't always see this cleanly in the charts, but it gives you an idea of how the daily candle forms. And you might be wondering, what is the power of tree? It's the idea of accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and how the daily candle forms. Every single candle on every single time frame is formed through power of tree. Every single fucking candle is formed through power of tree, like this. Open, low, high, and then close. Every single fucking candle on every single fucking time frame is made like this. Okay? London manipulation is basically London moving or starting the movement from one side to the other side to take a higher low or to fake traders out. In this case here, London starts moving higher. Well, in this case, it was a little different. And I'll explain to you why sometimes it looks more different. As to like, but like London just moved higher here, and then if we just went higher, I'll explain that to you because it's a very easy thing to understand. How is it easy to understand? Did I not just talk about the power tree and how it creates the candle, right? Look at this price action that I drew here. Can you see it? Oh, this is the accumulation, this moved towards the manipulation, this here is the distribution. Over here, I'm gonna mark this out with a line. This blue line here is when the weekly candle opened. It's roughly where it opened. Look at this, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Look here. FXN Asia. That's also a good indicator. I think I used to use that before. I don't use it anymore. I just use this. But sure, I'll give it a try because it's been a minute since I've used it. Oh yeah, this is what I used to use before. This is good too. Mm, there we go. This is pretty clean too. I like it. But I prefer this one. Way more. So, a lot of times, London is the starter, it's the Kickstarter for what New York wants to do. This year was bad because we had a big age recession range, and we do have that, I don't trade. Let's go back here, let's find a good example. Here, Asia was the accumulation, London was the manipulation, by first moving lower and then higher. So here it kick-started by sweeping London, like these two highs here. The manipulation lower for New York to distribute higher. It's hard to find good examples. Here you go. London kick-started the manipulation lower for New York to then later on distribute higher. Asia started this down move for New York to then move up. London moved higher so that New York can move lower. The reason I don't fully agree with the idea of that, with the idea that London always manipulates, is the reason that price action sometimes just continues what price wanted to do already. What do I mean by this? We understand that PO3 is made up of accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Those accumulation, manipulation, distributions are the three trading sessions within a day, right? You can apply the same thing to a weekly candle. Monday accumulation, Tuesday manipulation, Wednesday distribution, Thursday continuation, and then Friday close. Whatever, those 2 extra days are different, but they run the same way. Because our candle is made of 4 parts, so Thursday either continues or sets up for Friday to create the closing wick of the candle. In this case here, we can see Monday and then Tuesday manipulating lower and then starting to move higher. In this case here, what about the weekdays? Monday accumulation, Tuesday manipulation, Wednesday distribution, Thursday continuation or reversal, and Friday close. And I'll show you what I mean by close, and also what I mean by Thursday continuation or reversal right now. Monday opened, Tuesday went lower, and Wednesday started the distribution higher. Thursday, we can see, also a perfect example as to what London does, right? London kickstarted this manipulation of taking Asia highs and then taking Asia lows for New York to distribute higher. We can see Thursday, this was Thursday, it just continued what Tuesday wanted to already do, right? It already wanted to continue higher. It just continued Wednesday's price action. And then we have Friday, right? We have Friday moving lower to close. They, in theory, are the best, but not always. You can trade every day. If you want to trade every day, study the fractality of PO3. What is that? I don't know. I just give you a hint. I don't know. Go research for yourself. I didn't say anything. I did not say anything. No. I didn't say anything. Did you say something? I didn't say anything. I think that was the wind that said something. That was not me. How is my Solana short looking? Pasita. Damn. Okay, can we take the low before when we low? Also, it's 9:30 open on NQ. Can we catch anything? Let's see. I want to be on for like 15 more minutes, by the way, and then I gotta go. So, yeah. I'll be uploading this lecture to the premium section by tonight. So, now possibly we want to be targeting this time. Generally, on NASDAQ, I don't trade Mondays. Mondays accumulation. And a lot of times, it moves weird. Okay, this is fucking weird. This is very weird because S&P is going lower as this guy's going higher. Huh? So yeah, this is not something I want to be trading currently. Not at all. Actually, you know what? This lecture is going to be up publicly. I don't give a shit. This one's going to be up publicly for everyone to watch and study. But still, send me 100k, guys. Why am I in Ethereum, hello? Go fuck about. I don't give a fuck about this Solana scope. Because why the reason I don't care about this anymore is because I would have already partialed. I would have already partialed a million, like, at least once in this whole download. Nasdaq is weak. I think it retraces here and strong. I think it just continues higher from here. This guy, on the other hand, is pretty weak, but Nasdaq is holding bullish strength. Well, you might be onto something. I might be onto something. No, motherfucker, I'm on something, and also I am onto something. Okay? I know something, and I want something, both at the same fucking time. When it comes to scalping, I'm goated. Currently 3-win streak, I'm gonna fuck whatever you say. I am both on something and onto something, Mr. Robin. Do not test me. How long have you been doing this? It's been years, bro. It's been years. I think 3 or 4 years. Robin, I'm joking, bro. Don't worry. I love, bro. I'm joking. Sometimes I just go schizophrenic in lectures. I just go schizophrenic. Do you have a mentor? No, I learned through trial and error. Honestly. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm not sure what this wants to do. I'm not gonna try this. I don't like this in the slightest. I don't want to sit here for 2 hours watching this Because the reason you missed, this guy's weak, this guy's strong. So I don't fucking know what's gonna happen. You could long this to the height possibly. From here, exactly the level I marked maybe. Actually, it's a little higher. It did tap the level. My box just wasn't on it. I did also say when he taps the box. Did it tap the box? No, it didn't tap the box. It just tapped this outer gap though. Well, I was always saying, yeah, you could have looked for lungs there, but I'm not trading this. This is just not clean. I don't like this. So boys, that's it for the lecture. I'm gonna start the recording here.